Okay, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is going to be a quick one. But I wanted to record this real quick because I'm getting ready to jump into a live stream. But it was brought to my attention that the judge in the YSL hearing, the YSL trial, has started to discuss the situation with a blogger from the YouTube streets who had, she said, quote unquote, had a Rule 22. I don't know if that means it's been revoked or it's just, the tense that she was speaking in. But nonetheless, there is some sort of a question about a blogger known on YouTube as Infamous Sylvia, and there seems to be an issue, and it is at issue at this moment and being discussed in open court. Let's take a listen, and we will talk about it on the back end. Let's go.
There you go.
Hello. Good morning, Judge. My understanding from Mr. Weinstein was that there was some question about a juror potentially having seen some information on Instagram where they were being given nicknames or seating charts were being discussed. And so I'm trying to find out some more information from my co-counsels about that now. Um, about whether it was Miss Sylvie, is that correct?
Yeah. I don't know that a juror saw it, but one of the deputies brought that to my attention yesterday afternoon. And yes, it is the woman whose name's Sylvia who had a Rule 22. And she, I guess, in her whatever you call those things where I don't know what you call them, where they sit and they talk endlessly online. I guess. I don't know. Yes, was giving all of the jurors nicknames, and it was derogatory. She does not appear in the clip that I watched that the deputy brought to my attention. She doesn't appear to have really provided any kind of personal identifying information, but it was like, oh, in the first row we've got, and then smart alecky names for all of the jurors, and in row two we'll call them blah blah blah. My understanding is that the deputy has escorted her out when he found that out, and I'm thinking that when we've got Rule 22 hearing scheduled for Friday lunch anyway, that maybe we speak to her about that at that point in time. But that's what I know about it.
I understand, Your Honor. My only question was, we had gotten some information that perhaps Ingram had told her that the jurors have been complaining about it. So we just wanted to make sure that the jurors hadn't seen it, hadn't had exposure to that video.
I can voir dire them if you would like me to. What we knew before was that the juror who we talked to a couple of times about a potential job change had people that she was close to call her and say, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? I heard something that sounded like it was you. So we know that, that occurred. I don't know about anything else. I mean, if y'all have got information, if you please share it.
Judge, if you would, this might be more instructive, if you can simply inquire the deputies as to where they got the information from,
sure.
that might answer the question for us.
All right. I can do that. Is there anything else for the morning? Okay.
So it sounds like, I don't know if they're going to come back and address it more. She said that they were going to probably discuss it tomorrow in Rule 22 hearing, as well as potentially voir dire, which means question the jury. And, I think if anyone is familiar with this particular blogger, has been known to take a special interest in the subject matter that she covers. And it's in least in this case and others has been problematic at best. And I would just say embarrassing. This is a serious trial. You see that there are people here, number one, on the clock. You've got a room full of attorneys. You've got people who have been sitting in jail waiting for due process and justice for a long time. You have prosecutors who have many cases, a judge. There's a lot going on here. And for the judge to have to take time for an independent reporter, who is, how the judge
I
stated,
don't imagine the jury will be ready until 9. So yeah.
making alleged derogatory comments. I mean, is there really any room for that? In all of the commentary, all of the things that need to be discussed regarding this particular trial, the making commentary regarding the voluntary jury pool probably wasn't a good idea. That's just my opinion. Let's hear and see if there was anything else, and then I'm going to shut this down. But that's the conversation revolving around the blogger known as Infamous Sylvia on the YouTube streets. Not good. And sounds like they will be having some sort of a hearing regarding the matter tomorrow. I'm not sure when it's going to hit the docket, but we definitely will be covering it. If it's something YouTube streets, we going to talk about it. Okay. Let me take this off pause, see if there's anything else, and then I'm going to let y'all go. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit your notifications to all, and make sure to hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, we'll just recess in place until then.
So the judge basically just stated that the jury won't be back until 9, and it's right at 9:04 now. So I don't know where they are in the grand scheme of things, but if the jury is on their way back in, then I'm sure this matter won't be discussed anymore until tomorrow. I think the jury is typically out. So yes, now this is back in real time. They are recessed until the jury comes in. Judge, I think it's Whitaker, stated that they would have a conversation about this tomorrow. So let's see, where are we? Okay, let's see if she says anything else before we.
Okay. Hingerty, go. Okay.
She is, she's an interesting person. Let's just say that.
I've spoken with the deputy who let me know. Weird Miss Hingerty, go. Okay.
So the question was, how did the information come to pass? Because the rumor that was circulating is that a juror gave the information to a deputy, and the deputy, et cetera, brought it to the judge's attention. There was also some information about a letter that potentially had been sent to the judge, which I don't know if that was accurate or what kind of information that was. But it sounds like she had a moment during the recess to question the deputy, and she's getting ready to deliver that information now. So let's wait to hear. And interesting. Not a good place to be. If this is it's just not, when you are observing, to be observing. The fact that court is now delayed because of a matter from the media or the press corps, the press pool, it's just not good. And also could bring scrutiny to other media. And this is not the first time the media has been involved in the case. We've seen, there's a very heavy blogger presence. We've seen when Judge Glanville was still presiding, there were several Megan Cundiff was cited. I'm not a lawyer, but where some of the defense team, along with infamous Sylvia's channel,
All right, I've spoken to the deputy
where some of the defense team had interviews that the prosecution asked for them to limit some of their interviews and media and things like that. Anyway, let's let her deliver her message and then we'll talk about it at the end.
had brought that issue to my attention yesterday afternoon, and he doesn't know it from any of the jurors saying anything to him. He had just observed it himself from checking on her page.
So the deputies are monitoring Sylvia's page. Interesting.
All right, sure, no problem. Is the jury ready? Okay. And do we have Mr. Sledge?
So if they're having a hearing tomorrow, if the judge feels like her presence is disruptive or has been disruptive or no longer wants to take the risk for disruption, just like she mentioned to Kayla Bumpus about a month ago when Kayla wanted a Rule 22, she told her to plug in and get the feed through Law and Crime. Like, we don't necessarily need to have another Rule 22 here. And it's not stopping Sylvia from doing her job, but they very well may just tell her, you know what, you're privileged to be in here as a member of the media. You can make, I don't know if she would still be able to sit and observe, but maybe tell her to do it in the clouds. I don't know. But sounds like they're bringing the jury back in and they're going to get to the business at hand, which is this RICO trial. And if that's the case, that's exactly what they needed to do. And, court has been delayed a little bit because of these type of shenanigans. Okay. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I will come back and we will talk about it some more than likely tomorrow. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you are thinking. It's just really unfortunate, but look, they have to preserve the dignity and the integrity of the case. And if someone is calling that to question, then they got to do what they got to do. So interesting.
All right.
Is she going to say anything else? Judge looks tired.
And where's the second one? Not the Garlington one. It's definitely not that one.
Okay, guys, I'm going to drop off right here. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, drop them down below. But we will definitely revisit this matter tomorrow when they have the hearing.
See my thing again. I mean, I don't know how to search for it, but it's, definitely Stevens is the first one and Kendrick is the third one. And it was what was in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know what they're searching. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll find out. Okay. Guys, have a good day. Bye, guys. See you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and that's it. That's a lot. That's enough. Thank you guys. Take care.